I welcome you back into the Tell Me Moments here, and I want to draw your attention once again back to Genesis chapter 1, verse 1. This introduction is about creation. It is absolutely profound, it's impressive, it's stunning. The opening words of Scripture are astounding. Look what he says in Genesis chapter 1, verse 1. He says, "In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth." The heavens and the earth were created in the beginning. This is what the Hebrew tongue says. It is the Bereshith. There was a beginning for the universe. There was an actual beginning for the universe. Neither the world nor human life are eternal. The universe has not always existed. The phrase "in the beginning" means there was a time when everything first started. When the universe first began, and the idea is the absolute beginning of things, the absolute beginning of time. Now, I want you to note two significant facts, and I will only discuss briefly the first one. That is, number one, the universe had a beginning. It had a beginning. There was a time when the world did not exist, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere and out of nothing, the world began. The things of the world had a beginning. There was a beginning to the things that surround man. There was a beginning to the things that man handles and deals and possesses. There was a beginning to the things that constitute man's own being. There was a beginning to the things that are physical and material. There was a beginning to the things, that compose the substances of the world. There was a beginning to the things that make up all matter and all energy. As stated, all things had a beginning. There was a time when there was nothing. There was a time when there was no heavens and no earth and no physical matter and no physical energy, no atoms, no electrons, no protons, no neutrons, and no hydrogen, and no any other gaseous substance. I want you to understand, there was nothing. There was nothing in the physical and material world or the dimension of being. Then all of a sudden, out of nowhere and out of nothing, the universe began to be made. The process of time began. There was a beginning. The universe, the material, the physical things, the universe, began. And then the physical world and the dimension of being was launched. When? When did all this happen? In the beginning. In the absolute beginning of creation. And we're reminded of this in the New Testament in the book of Hebrews chapter 1 verse 10. In the book of Hebrews chapter 1 verse 10 he says, "And you, Lord, in the beginning laid the foundation of the world. You laid the foundation of the earth, and the heavens are the works of your hands."